Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Dusty TV. Today I want to talk about my experience of owning the Meze Empyrean for 2 months now. Now, there are some things that I didn't mention in the original review, which you can see on my channel. And also I want to check after 2 months if my impressions are still the same. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the cable. The stock cable which I have here is not the greatest, and I said in the original video that it's made of stiff material and it coils up, which it's a big no-no for me. So I decided to buy a new cable. I had to search for it for quite a while because I wanted a cable that looks good, sounds good, and is at a reasonable price. So in the end I did find one, and I'm gonna play some video with it. So basically this cable is made by a company in UK called Custom Cams. They make custom cables, and I have this one. It's a braided cable, and it's the color that I chose is charcoal, something that resembles the exterior of the headphones. I couldn't get the exact color because they don't have it, but this one is the closest that they have. Okay, so something else that I added that doesn't really improve anything in terms of sound quality, but I did want a headphone stand that would look as great as the headphones themselves. So I found one. It's from Room's audio line. It's called the FS White. It's white, so have a look at it. I think the Meze Empyrean and the stand in terms of design go together very well. The stand comes in multiple colors, but I opted for white because my desk is white. Okay, so I want to talk also about a problem in handling. Let's say that I'm wearing them, so I'm listening to music, and my right hand is on the mouse, and for some reason I want to take the headphones off without interrupting what I'm doing with my mouse. And if I do that, I'm going to use obviously my left hand, and if I do that, watch what happens. The headphones have this behavior because they can rotate, or they can pivot on its axis. The cans can pivot on their axis. This part just slides like that, and sometimes it hits the desk, and I don't like that because hitting the desk might damage the exterior of the headphones. So that's something you should take into consideration when handling them. Always use both hands. Okay, next I want to talk about the pads. In my review I said that I really like the leather pads because it offers a more balanced sound in terms of bass and treble, but after going back and forth between them, I actually stuck with the Alcantara ones. Yeah, they do offer more treble, so basically they are more bright with the Alcantara pads, with sacrificing a little bit of bass, but I do fix that with some EQ, which I'm gonna talk about a bit later. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is how good the Empyrean is with EDM music. So I wasn't expecting them to be so good, but yet they are. The bass extends a lot and it's so powerful. Of course it's not as powerful as, let's say, the LCD 4Z, but still it's like the next best thing besides the LCD 4Z. It extends so low that if you have music with sub-bass, you're gonna hear it and you're gonna love it. Okay, the general sound impressions, have they changed after 2 months? Well, no. They are still one of the most balanced headphones, slightly warm, but overall balanced headphones in the world. I think they are suited for all kinds of genres. I don't think I played one single genre of music that I wasn't happy with. They are simply a great all-arounder, and it's hard to find all-arounders because most of the flagships have something that they do in particular that makes them sometimes unsuitable for all sorts of music, but not with the Empyrean. With the Empyrean, you're going to be happy with all kinds of music. I want to talk a bit about a funny story. So I used to own the Sennheiser HD800, and everybody knows how bright the HD800 is. And I owned it for like a year and a half, and I got used to the brightness. My brain basically was bracing for the impact of the treble, knowing that a certain part of the track came up, which let's say was treble focused or something like that. And basically I developed this treble anxiety with the HD800. It was part of my daily routine, so it didn't matter so much. But when I got the Empyrean, I started noticing that anxiety still existed. My brain was preparing for this treble impact, but it wasn't there. So during this 2 months of ownership, my brain slightly adjusted, so it began adjusting to not having this anxiety and always expecting, on some tracks, expecting this slight pain in my ears because of the treble on the HD800. So I guess that's a good thing. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is matching with DACs and amps. So I tested with everything that I have at home, with what my friends have and what dealers have. I went to dealers and tested what they have. Okay, so what I have right now at home is some new primes, DACs and amps, Burson Play Vivid, some Aoun DACs and amps, and some SMSL DACs and amps. So I tested with all of those, and what I like the most is the new prime HPA9 as an amplifier and the new prime DAC 9. This is the best matching that I have at home right now. The Burson Play Vivid is the second one, by the way. And I'm gonna be reviewing that in the next video. But what I want to say here is that I went to a dealer and I tested the new prime DAC 10H, which is a DAC and an amplifier in one unit, so a combo. And after listening to it, I gotta say that was the best matching I have ever found for the Meze Empyrean. That DAC and that amplifier just makes these headphones shine. There's so much bass control, it's unbelievable, and this DAC has so much detail, and the Empyrean is able to reproduce it so well that it's just amazing. If you have the possibility of listening to the DAC 10H, please do it. You're gonna be amazed. It's about $2,000. That's the price right now. And basically it's in the same category as the Chord Hugo 2. I didn't have a chance to listen to Chord Hugo 2 with the Empyrean, but I'm really hoping that I get the chance soon, because I think that's going to be fun also. Okay, something else is that if you're going to go and listen to them at a hi-fi show or at some friend, I don't think you're going to be impressed straight away. I don't think 15 minutes with them are going to tell you much about them. It's the first headphone that has this behavior. I had to listen for them for 4 hours continuously to actually start noticing all that it can offer. So if you have the possibility, borrow them from a friend or simply talk to your dealer and have a longer listening session, because you're not going to notice everything that it offers straight away. So consider that. Okay, so let's talk a bit also about EQ. Like I said in the beginning, I do EQ them, and there's a reason for it. And I mean, the Empyrean is pretty well balanced and it's pretty good out of the box. However, for my own sound preferences, I like just 2 dB more on the bass and 2 dB more on the treble. So that's what I did. I have a low shelf of 2 dB from 100 to 50 Hz to 20 Hz. That is because these are planar magnetic headphones, which means the bass is pretty flat, no dips or valleys, and that basically brings the bass to a level where I want it to be. That would be a total of 4 dBs above zero, above neutral, let's say. And then on the treble side, although I'm applying a high shelf of 2 dB, because the treble overall is balanced, it doesn't create any kind of dips that would create problems. The treble is still enjoyable even with this EQ. Now I know not everybody EQs headphones, but I do, and I do it because I don't think there's a perfect headphone out there, but I do know what my sound preferences are, so don't give me crap about EQing headphones. So soon I will be putting the Empyrean against some Focal headphones and some Hi-Fi headphones, for example the Hi-Fi Aria, which I think sounds very similar, and I think it's a direct competitor. So look for that on my channel in the future. In conclusion, I think the Empyrean is one of the best headphones on the market. I think it's the star of 2019. I think in 10 years we'll look back and say that these are a classic, together with the HD 600 and 650. Alright guys, that was it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.